All right, in the next relationship that we're looking at in the two-man Kihons, we have Kaeshi Tsuke. And in Kaeshi Tsuke, we have an element of maintaining the spatial relationship. We have an element of rising and falling. We have an element of timing and yoshi, or catching the timing of the attack just as it launches. And it's very interesting because normally with most of our Jodo activity, a rise is being paired with a rise, just like we saw in Yatte Uchi, with the rising together and the falling together. In this case, however, we're taking a rise and we're matching it with a drop. And so we can see that very clearly. As we're making our initial engagement, we have our distance, we create our distance relationship. And from here, the Shidachi is being very careful and watching Uchidashi and waiting for the attack to begin. The attack begins by rising. And as I rise and come to this peak, he wants to match it by going to this valley. And we just want to do just this part of the activity several times and try to come into parity, or parity in time. We'd like to match the timing of the rise with the drop. Yes. And over time, you can just rise up and drop. Rise up, and very good. And so from that dropping relationship, Uchidachi is then able to launch his strike. He's going to do a thrusting action and forestall my forward activity. Exactly. I come back out, again to the spatial relationship, setting it with my back foot, and we begin again. The rising goes, the dropping. He steps through to my sugets, to my solar plexus, then rises to the eyes as I reset and come back to distance. So, there's a lot going on in this technique. We have the parity of rising with falling. We have the timing of that parity. We have the forestalling of the forward attack. And it's important that it does forestall it. If Uchidachi commits the error of sliding forward or committing the center of gravity forward into a step to launch the attack, they in fact really don't have much of a chance of not getting hit. They will suffer the strike. It will come in and make contact almost assuredly. It's hard not for it to be. So as he rises, he wants to be careful not to let his center of gravity or his back foot slide forward, or his forward foot to slide forward. He wants to just rise up in the air so that he's now prepared to step backward and not have to eat the power of that thrust coming out. Let's do that again. So here we are. Yes. You'll find that if you actually rise up and start committing forward, you can't get back in time. You can't commit the center of gravity forward, then change your mind, then go in reverse, and still get away without actually taking the impact. So, be very cautious about that point. Also be cautious about how we execute the Kaeshi Tsuke from the Shidachi side. As we wind into this position, as we get to the bottom here, we want to make sure that we're initiating our push from the center of the palm of our hand. It's very popular to roll this over at this point and prepare by gripping. But really, we want to be launching right from this back position. This gives you enormous power through the length of the arm using the pec and the lat muscles as you begin the strike. The hand then rolls into the grip of the standard grip at the end of the strike. But if you grip prematurely here, then you're going to be launching it primarily out of your tricep bicep and the power in your grip instead of the power in your pec and lat muscles to be thrusting with. So it's a very different type of strike, and you have to be careful about the execution of it in order to get the maximum results. Very good. Thank you.